You think you know Greece? Think again. We spent 8 days exploring Epirus, a rugged region of stone bridges, the world's deepest gorge, and monasteries clinging to cliffs. It's the Greece most tourists miss. Are you planning a trip in 2025 to Greece? Add this region to your list.
Today, we're uncovering the hidden gem, Epirus. We spent 8 days exploring this mountainous region nestled in the northwest of the country. If you haven't heard of this area yet, get ready, because these are the best things to do in Epirus, Greece.
This is Parga.
For that classic Greek island vacation, make your way to Parga. Parga is a town that rivals the likes of Greece's Santorini or Crete, but in truth, Parga reminded us of the towns of Cinque Terre in Italy.
Come to the beach.
Besides its beaches and water sports, the main attraction of Parga is Parga Castle, where you can hike up for beautiful views of the colorful buildings lining the beach. Parga Castle was built by the Venetians, but throughout the centuries it has been sacked by pirates and ruled by British, Russians, and Ali Pasha before finally becoming a part of Greece in 1913. Parga is located on the mainland, but it certainly feels like a Greek island, so even if you don't make it to nearby Corfu, you will get your fill of that Greek beach vacation. There's a lovely waterfront with restaurants, plenty of shops, and a good secluded beach that is perfect for swimming and sunbathing.
The beaches here in the Epirus Riviera are absolutely stunning.
Yeah, the towns that are on them are so colorful, and they remind me a lot of Positano or of Cinque Terre. That's really beautiful, the layered houses along it.
Yeah, that sort of Mediterranean feel
Yes.
all along here. So they sort of have a little bit of a different feel. Maybe it's because we're in Greece.
Nearby Veltos Beach is often touted as one of the best beaches in Greece, and less than an hour away is the longest beach in Europe, Monolithy Beach. If you make a base in the picturesque fishing town of Prevezza, this is the beach you will want to visit.
Prevezza is a beautiful waterfront town with cafes and restaurants lining the cobblestone streets, and it's a peaceful escape for those seeking an authentic Greek island experience without the crowds. A not to miss place in Epirus is the Kapina Monastery. This is one of the most impressive monasteries you'll ever see outside of Meteora. The Kapina Monastery reminded us of the Casas Coscaras in Spain, with the structure clinging to the side of a high cliff wall.
What a view.
Located just outside the village of Kalarites in Sumerka, this 13th century monastery can be reached by walking a steep path to its entrance, and then crossing a small wooden bridge dangling over the abyss.
Pretty cool exploring this monastery that was built just into the side of the cliff. They had some amazing ingenuity.
The wooden structure blends into the rocks and is nearly impossible to notice. It did its job well during the 14th to 18th centuries as villagers and monks used this as a hideout from Turkish occupiers. The monastery is free to enter, and inside you'll see religious paintings and altars, monks' quarters, and the cave. It is truly impressive and is one of our favorite places to visit in Epirus. Sumerka not only houses one of the most extraordinary monasteries in Greece, it also boasts the largest stone arch bridge in all of the Balkans. The Placa Arch Bridge is a single arch that rises 50 meters into the air. Other bridges may be higher, but they use up to 3 arches to reach that height in the center. This is one single arch that is absolutely breathtaking.
That's one steep bridge.
The main attractions of Epirus are the stone arch bridges of Zagori. These arch bridges that span the Voidamitis River have become a symbol of Epirus. The bridges were built to connect the 46 villages of Zagori during the 17th and 18th centuries, and today visitors can hike along the pass and cross the high bridges. We visited several bridges, including the famous Kokori Bridge, which is the most popular as it's located right by the side of the road. Kokori is located between two high cliffs and has become the symbol of Epirus. But there are several stone bridges throughout the region, and we found Trixoto to be the most impressive. This three-arched stone bridge stands 55 meters high. It was built in 1814 and has stood the test of time. Make sure you walk across these structures and take in the views down the valley. While in Zagori, you must stop at the Vikos Gorge. This gorge is listed in the Guinness Book of World Records as the deepest gorge in the world in proportion to its width. It is spectacular, and there are some beautiful pull-offs and viewpoints, and people can even book multi-day treks in the region.
We are in Zagori, and we are going whitewater rafting with Alpine Zone here in one of the deepest gorges in the world. It's very exciting. It looks beautiful. This is the place to be. That water is turquoise. All right, you ready? Let's go.
I think these are class 2, 3 rapids, so not too bad. It's a cloudy day, which is perfect. Not too hot out on the water. We'll see you out there.
If you're up for a little adventure, one of the most popular things to do in the Vikos Gorge is to go whitewater rafting. It's a fun trip down the river through one of the world's deepest canyon. The scenery was lovely, but be prepared, that water is only 6 degrees Celsius. Our trip took us a mere 16 kilometers from the Albanian border, and it was a fun way to really take in the power of one of the world's deepest gorges. That was so awesome. When you come here, you got to make sure you do the whitewater rafting.
We're in the Defender, heading up to see some snow. Who knew?
One of the most surprising places to visit in Epirus was Mount Timfi. Alpine Zone took us up a steep and narrow bumpy trail in his 4x4 to view the snow of Mount Timfi.
Well, we're a long way from the Greek islands here, but yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are still in Greece. It was 86 Fahrenheit outside, but up here, we were walking on snow.
Spectacular.
We're going biking around the lake near Metsovo, so I'm very excited, and we're going with Bike-wise here, we have some fancy e-bikes, so it's going to be nice and easy.
Beautiful day for some cycling.
Epirus is an outdoor lover's playground, and another adventure we took was biking around Ayios Lake. Well, this is a great way to spend the afternoon. We have the road all to ourselves. We're just circling around the lake. Other than a few camper vans here and there, we're just on our own. Look at that scenery. We're about to go on a boat tour to the island with no name. We're going to see a monastery. I'm looking forward to the beautiful scenery. Ioannina is the capital city of Epirus, and this is where you'll be flying in to explore the region. It's worth spending at least 2 days here. And the #1 attraction are the monasteries on the island of Lake Pamvotita. We caught a 10-minute ferry ride out to the Byzantine monasteries that date back to the 13th century. We have arrived at the island, and yes, it is just called the island. This is one of 3 places in Greece where you can see the famous monasteries. The other ones are in Avrora and Thessaloniki, so this is a pretty special place to visit up here. We're about to go into the monastery here in Ioannina, just on the island. And David and I were just talking, it's really amazing because if this were in the Greek islands, this would be packed with tourists. But because this is an unknown destination so far to many, we have it all to ourselves.
One of the things I love about being in Greece is you walk along paths like this that have been here since the 12th century. Just imagine who's walked along in the same footsteps that you are. This is really neat. You know, there's not a lot of people here, and I feel like in a few years, this will be the place to come when you're in Greece.
The next stop on our Ioannina adventure is going into the caves.
Located just a few kilometers from the center of town, the cave of Perama is the second largest cave in all of Greece. This beautiful cave is massive at 161,000 square feet and houses thousands of pristine stalactites and stalagmites. It is considered one of the best preserved caves in the world. Guides take you on a 45-minute journey through the cave system to view its waterfalls and most famous stalagmite, the Cross.
All right, we've come in here. Took us 84 steps down. Now it's 164 steps out. Stairmaster time. There's light! Light at the end of the tunnel!
The tour finishes high above the city, where you'll emerge to some of the best views of Ioannina and Lake Pamvotita. But there is another spot in Ioannina that has even better views. Make your way up to the castle for some of the best views of the city overlooking the lake and to see the beautiful ruins that are up here. Especially at sunset, the light is gorgeous.
Welcome to Arta!
We have come to the most important Byzantine church here in Greece in the town of Arta. It's quite extravagant and ornate and very beautiful, and it is open twice a year in August and at Easter. We have arrived at the bridge of Arta. So this stone bridge in Arta has a very morbid past. It took hundreds of artisans and construction workers to build the bridge, and it always kept falling down. Well, to break the curse, the head architect was told that he had to sacrifice his wife so that the bridge would not fall. So they lured her here to the bridge and threw her off the top and then started burying her with rocks. Thanks to her sacrifice, we are all free to walk the bridge today. We're here at Katoi Avrora Winery in Greece, and I'm doing a wine tasting. We've just had a tour of the winery, and now we get to taste it, my favorite part. This winery is a pioneer of wine tourism in Greece, and you can tour its traditional wine cellars and tasting room. You can also stay at this hotel as well, so if you indulge a little too much wine, you can walk directly to your hotel room.
It's nature's washing machine. Check it out.
Located about an hour from Ioannina, the Museum of Hydrokinesis in Metsovo showcases the tradition of washing carpets and harnessing the power of water. It is in a beautiful setting with a restaurant and cafe where you can order delicious Greek coffee. You can take a tour of the traditional water mill to see the power of the water running from the mountains, and we even tried our hand at cleaning a carpet in the churning water. Take a look at it.
Right. Natural washing machine here. Let it go? Or yours, here.
It's a lot harder than it looks.
So we're here in Mandani and Anthohoi in the mountains here, where they have this incredible natural rug washing thing that they do every spring. So it's kind of like spring cleaning. They will come, pick up your rugs, bring it here, wash it in the mountain water, hang dry it, freshen it up, and package it back to you for €7. It's pretty amazing to see how they use the centrifugal force of the water coming down just by rerouting its natural path and making this very cool washing machine. Off to see the waterfall.
We leave you with this beautiful hike in Kalarites that took us along an ancient path leading to twin waterfalls.
Beautiful!
We then ended in the village of Kalarites with the most stunning views of the landscape. And these are the best places to visit in Epirus. We haven't even touched on the local gastronomy, where we took a cooking class with the Gastronomy Club of Epirus and ate out at many fine restaurants in Ioannina. But that will have to wait for another video, because this isn't about Greek food, it's about all the best places to visit in Epirus. If you enjoyed our video, make sure to subscribe and click on that bell, because we want you to get notifications whenever we put up a new video. See you next time, and thanks for watching.